Love Island USA Season 7 reunion is coming up. We got some predictions like, will Sierra zoom in?
Or would Huda show up in the reunion?
Or which couple are faking it and are really not together? Now, before we get into our predictions, please like and subscribe to our channel. We're trying to see what YouTube can do.
Yes.
Now, about Season 7. It was the most hectic, internationally watched show ever. Let's talk about the winners. Let's get that off our chest.
Yes.
Now, Amaya deserved to win.
Definitely.
She put in work. Do you know how painful it was to see her get rejected by guys?
Several times. Yeah.
Even at one point, I was like, Amaya, change who you are.
Oh my God, no.
I was like,
No.
I'm like, girl, I know you want love. You came for love.
Yeah.
But the men aren't liking.
Because the men are screwed up. Forget about that. She was authentic. She was who she is. Okay?
Yes, she never changed.
And you know, the thing is, probably everybody's so used to being fake and sexy. She was herself.
And then Brian came along. You know which part irritated me?
Go ahead.
Was when Brian got the 100K.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh, the ball is in his court. I knew he was going to split it with her.
Yes.
Of
course, you had to.
However, if I was Amaya's best friend and she got the 100K, I would have said, don't split it. Don't split it. I'm
Correct.
sorry, Brian didn't put in the work. He didn't put in the work.
He came last minute.
Exactly. You put in the work, Amaya, and you know between you and Brian, it's not real love. Plus, he's a Harvard graduate, so his family has money. So don't worry about him. You should have took that 50K and give it to charity for like a Dominican community kids.
Okay, why we're acting like she's a millionaire and everything, okay? How about her car payments? How about her college debt? How about her credit card debt? You know what? At this point, her parents and her family is charity, okay? How about her abuela and everything? Give that money to your abuela. So, you know what? I'm glad that she at least got 50K out of it.
Didn't Brian spend the money on buying a Rolex?
Yeah, come on. Like, that's just...
Is that even a necessity? That's splurging.
Because this shows you he has some money.
Your iPhone is your watch. Now, for Nick and Nicolandria, they deserved runner-up. And let me explain to you. I was on the Nicolandria train.
Yes.
But I almost got off several times.
I was there until the end, honey.
I don't know if it's production that was irritating me or if it was their personality. It was so obviously the chemistry between two of them. Every time Nick picked her for a challenge, Nicolandria should be like, oh my God, this guy really liked me. Let me go ahead and drop this Taylor guy who really doesn't like me at all and go for something that's legit. But you're telling me Nick didn't move the needle because he was scared for Sierra's feeling and Nicolandria didn't move the needle because she wasn't so sure about Nick, but was so sure on Taylor. I believe everybody was feeling the same way I was feeling and was getting irritated by them.
Okay.
And so somehow they got voted off the island and then production saved them and then brought them together. And then now they're like, oh my God, let's really flex this relationship. Now I'm irritated though.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
You were toying with our emotions. So is this real or not? And I know some people are going to be like, well, because she's a black woman and she wasn't certain about this white guy, if he's going to take her seriously. Plus, she's an older woman. I get it. It's 2025. And honey, Nicolandria, he was picking you for every challenge. That was pretty intimate. That's pretty certain right now.
Nick has some innocence to him. He just really liked Nicolandria. We could see it with the body language and everything. But when it came to Nicolandria, I feel like she was still hooked on Taylor, okay? She was so invested in that guy. Like, we saw what we saw, but she didn't see what we saw. Okay, when it comes to Taylor.
Because she had her blinders on, honey.
Let's talk about Pepe and Iris. Do you think they deserve third place?
100% no.
Yeah.
If I could rearrange it again, it would have been Amaya, Nicolandria, Ace and Shelly,
Okay.
then Pepe and Iris.
Now let's talk about their story. Now, was it interesting? Absolutely not. At first, I thought Pepe, he was really interested in Hannah.
Did you see how Hannah crashed out when she lost her guy? I already forgot his name.
I think it was Charles or something like that.
Charlie?
Charlie.
She lost him and she was crashing out. And at the point, I'm like, send her too.
Yeah, I was like, that's real love.
And then
The
the next day, or fine, a couple of episodes later,
2 days later.
something like that. That raunchy scene with a stranger, Pepe?
Well, they're adults, so
Go ahead. We're not judging over here.
we are. Now let's talk about Chris and Huda. I'm gonna say this, I'm glad they broke up. They weren't a great match, I'm sorry. And second of all, I feel like Chris gets butthurt easily. Like, who remembers that scene when she's like, can you carry me? And he's like, no, carry yourself. So I felt like he should have carried her.
So that he can eventually drop you? Why would I put myself in a dangerous situation?
He's like 6'4", strong. Was he not an athlete at one point?
We covered Janae and Kenny. How many times that grown man dropped Janae because he didn't like her?
But he's not a football player.
So women, don't put yourself in a compromising situation. save yourself. I would have read the room and be like, okay, that's fine. You can go. Yeah, you can cross the pond by yourself.
And there's a lot of cameras on him. He should said, sure, because we're still friends and I still care about you. So he can still maintain that likable image.
You don't care.
The life after the show, this is going to help us with our prediction of the reunion. So let's talk about Taylor and Nicolandria and Clarke. Okay, there was a period where Nicolandria was hanging out with Clarke and Taylor, and I was like, what is going on? Where's Nick? Where's your man? Why are you not hanging out with him? Is she still trying to get with Taylor?
Because word came out that apparently Taylor is rich.
Yeah, he comes from a wealthy family.
So I was like, Nicolandria.
I get it now, but move on. The guy embarrassed you like in national television. Now let's talk about Clarke and Taylor and their relationship. Now his childish behavior is prominent at this point. There is 2 times I saw this man pushed her. You do know the only reason why you survived in the whole villa is because of Clarke's likability.
Is he treating her like a sibling, then a potential partner?
I think so. And you know, she has this cool demeanor about her. I like her. She's very cool.
Now there's something that irritated me after the show. US Weekly magazine did a photo shoot of the cast. Tell me why everybody is together, yet you have Nick and Nicolandria kilometers apart.
And they place Nicolandria in the back.
Right?
Come on.
Like, what in segregation is going on here? Like, what in Loving and Virginia is going on here? Like, what in Alicia Keys' Unthinkable is going on here?
Exactly.
Right? Another thing, whoever positioned Nicolandria to not smile needs to be fired because everybody else was smiling. And if you want to talk about symbolism and imagery, Huda and Chris are not together yet. You put them together. And Nicolandria and Nick are runner-up and they're well-liked, yet you have them separated.
I don't even think Huda and Chris like each other. It seems like the person who arranged that whole poses and all that, it seems like they didn't see the show.
No, they saw the show.
Oh.
And they didn't like the outcome.
They probably don't like Nicolandria.
They probably don't like Nicolandria. They probably had a thing for Nick and they're like, we don't want her.
It's like the minute Nicolandria starts smiling, like, stop. Don't smile.
Yeah, it's going to make you more beautiful. No, we don't need that. No.
Put away your best
Nick,
assets.
Come up to the front. Go ahead.
Now, I like what Nick did. He grabbed that image and he photoshopped it. And after he made Nicolandria closer to him.
Like we said earlier, this season really gained a lot of international attention. Okay?
Yeah.
People are doing watch parties in South Africa. That's what I'm talking about. However, their brand deals is not dealing.
Yeah, it's nothing like L'Oreal or Nike. Yeah.
Or how about like Nick and Nicolandria doing a Calvin Klein ad? Right, they both look like dolls. The only collaboration was like Taylor and Clarke for Arby's.
Oh, okay.
Jeremiah did Chipotle, I think so.
Okay. Oh.
Right? There is some talks for like Amaya collaborating with Poppy to do like Amaya Papaya. That's it?
I hope that works out.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard, you know the girl who said, your man.
I'm taking your man.
Yes.
I heard she signed up with Wilhelmina.
That's really good. The one who's going to get all these brand deals is going to be Huda.
Okay, now hold on
So far,
now.
there's a lot of talks.
There's a lot of talk. She's doing a lot of meetups, a lot of interviews, but I feel like they're capitalizing on her appearance, but they're not really signing any checks. She met up with Huda Beauty. Now, I would have thought do a campaign. Nothing's materializing. I feel like they're capitalizing on the traffic, but nobody is trusting their brand with them yet officially, especially the big leagues, like, you know what I mean? Because they're afraid of them. They are a little bit of a liability.
They need to be careful of the events they're picking, like Rare Beauty, because Nick got into a conflict with a beauty influencer named Mendoza. Nick went up to him and said, hey, James Charles. And unfortunately, the guy was not James Charles. Okay, now look at this picture, you guys. You have Mendoza, you have James Charles. Do they look alike? Absolutely. Okay, they have dark features. They're super thin, and they are caked up to the ninth. Now, Mendoza went on social media insulting Nick and also calling him homophobic.
Like, these cast members better start signing some real brand deals before their season of popularity ends.
You know what? At least they're saying that Huda is meeting up with producer executives in the music industries.
Oh,
so
because she can sing?
She could definitely sing, apparently. And you know what? I hope
You
she
can
doesn't.
sing too.
Stop. No, I don't. I'm a background singer, okay? Right? There's some keys I crash.
The mamas. I feel like. But then again, if executives are looking for her, they can make something out of her.
Of course.
Okay.
A pop star.
So let's get into the reunion predictions. First of all, we all know it took place in New York City.
Yeah.
But Andy Cohen will be co-hosting as well, along with Ariana Madix. Why does she need backup?
Yo, this season was so popular, so he definitely wants a seat in that table.
Andy Cohen will not let certain things slide. People are saying Huda, she did show up. She actually came dressed very nicely and she had her boyfriend with her.
Not her daughter? Okay, either way.
Who's her boyfriend?
His name is Louis Russell from Too Hot to Handle.
Okay.
So that's interesting. I didn't watch that show at all.
Now we know everybody showed up. Let's get into who's actually still together or who's separated. But first, let's get our terminology set because this generation is shot.
It's trash.
People are classifying things this way. Either you're single, seeing someone, dating, exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend, engaged, or married. Like, what is this?
Back in the day, it was literally, I'm talking to somebody.
Oh.
And after I'm married.
I'm going to say at this point, I'm from the generation of you're single, married. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I would
accept. This Generation Z literally shot us. Like literally they damaged the whole dating scene.
Now, Amaya and Brian, they're going to say they're still together. When in reality, as soon as this reunion airs, they're going to come out and say that we're not together anymore.
And I think Amaya, she's really into Brian. But Brian, listen, he's going to leave her. He's going to dump her.
Him and that Rolex.
Yeah.
Now, Nick and Nicolandria, they're going to say, we love each other, we respect each other, we're enjoying our company, we're going to book another trip, this time to his home country, Belgium. However, I believe over time, when people stop looking at the relationship,
they're not that popular anymore.
They're going to probably announce that we're going to take
a break
from our relationship, or we're going to try something new.
Or long distance really affected our relationship.
I believe it's going to stem from Nicolandria mainly, because I feel like there's something about her. She's not trusting in the strength of their chemistry.
Okay.
Something about that. I just feel like. Plus, I feel like some of those older girls, as we get older, we're looking for something.
Yeah, so like in the end, we want to get married, we want to have kids, and get with a fantastic person.
And if Nick is still on stages and dancing, like he's nowhere ready.
Let's talk about Ace and Shelly. I feel like they might have a stronger relationship compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I think Ace is really into Shelly. Yeah. And vice versa, okay? So they're exclusive, 100%, and I can't wait when they become boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay, let's talk about Iris and Pepe. Listen, so far I see that he's smitten by her, and she has she has wifey material. I'm not gonna lie, she has wifey material.
That's very attractive.
Very attractive when she's quiet. But do you think he's gonna screw it up?
I feel like Pepe is trying to make their brand happen.
Okay.
But because they don't have such a strong personality, if no brand deal capitalize on them, he's gonna leave her for a real blonde.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Even though his ex-girlfriend was a brunette.
Now for Huda, I believe Andy Cohen is going to come for her. First of all, he should come for everybody. But I feel like Huda needs extra heat. And I'll tell you why. Nobody's going to forget how she made the whole villa feel at the beginning of the season. It was hectic. She was very egocentric.
Okay.
A bit of a tornado personality.
Yeah, okay.
A bit self-absorbed. It was Huda's world. Everybody was just extras, irregardless of their relationship. It was like her. She was contradicting herself a lot. And then somehow they kicked out Jeremiah. And then all their relationships stopped materializing.
Yeah.
So people are going to bring that up. They're going to say, Huda, you were that person. I know now you're becoming a lovable personality, but you were that. And people want to probably address those days because she contradicts herself a lot.
Okay, but you know what? We need to put some responsibility on the other people, okay? It can't be always Huda.
Go for
okay?
it.
She is one person. People react to her behavior and they have some blame to it. Like Jeremiah, okay? He love bombed her. He told her things that she wanted to hear, but he was not doing the work. He was literally using the girl, okay? So I'm going to say
Jeremiah. Do you think she was in denial? Like Sierra was... You remember how Sierra was in denial with the way Nick was very clearly not into her? She was in denial?
No, listen, I'm going to say this. Huda is... I want to say delusional in many aspects, okay?
Oh, you're admitting.
No. She's delusional, but she's so many girls who wear their heart on their sleeve. Okay?
That's Amaya, baby.
That's Amaya, but she's level-headed in some ways. But Huda, she is hectic, but she's listen. I think you guys get it. You guys get it, okay? She was the star of the show. A lot of people saw themselves in Huda when you're crashing out for a guy that you really like, okay? And that's what she was doing, because the guy, Jeremiah, was not giving her what she needed, okay?
How about Chris?
Chris, on the other hand, read her. He realized they weren't compatible, and there was a scene in the bed where she wanted some sugar from him, and he said, "I straight up want to go to sleep." Okay, now I'm with call it Chris on that. Okay, I'm definitely
boundaries.
Yeah, we need some boundaries. But listen, Huda was the star of the show. There wouldn't be a season if there wasn't no Huda. Okay, she had to do it.
Anyways,
I'm gonna say this: everybody is exclusive
with each other.
With each other, and I believe after the reunion, give it 6 months, you're gonna see the real truth. Everybody's gonna dwindle down, separate from each other, and all that. So that's what I'm gonna say, except for Ace and Shelly.
And guys, we are going to definitely cover the reunion to see if our predictions are all incorrect.
And on that note, you guys, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.